Imagine standing in a busy coffee shop or stepping into a quiet elevator. You see someone next to you, you want to say something, anything, just to break the silence and connect, but your mind goes completely blank. You freeze. We have all been there. The difference between feeling awkward and making a new friend isn't about having a perfect vocabulary. It's about knowing the natural rhythm of daily interactions. Today, I'm going to take you through a full journey from the morning rush to the office lunch and show you exactly how to master these moments with total confidence. Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to walk through a complete day of social interactions. We aren't going to look at boring textbook phrases that nobody actually uses. We're going to focus on real-life English conversation. I'm going to be your guide as we step into 5 specific scenes that happen almost every day. We'll break down exactly what to say, how to respond, and how to turn a simple observation into a connection. By the end of this video, you won't just know the words, you will understand the social cues that make small talk flow naturally. Let's jump straight into our first scene. The day begins. The sun is low and we're stepping into a warm, busy cafe. It smells like roasted beans and everyone is waking up. This is the perfect environment for small talk topics for beginners because everyone shares the same immediate goal, getting coffee. The most natural way to start a conversation here is to comment on the shared situation. You look at the person next to you and simply say, "Long line this morning." It's simple, right? But it opens the door. If someone says this to you, you don't need a complicated answer. You can simply agree and validate the feeling. You might say, "Yeah, everyone seems to need coffee right now." Or you can express surprise by saying, "True, I didn't expect it to be this busy." Now let's say you are moving closer to the counter. You look at the menu board. A great observation to make is they changed the menu again. This invites the other person to share their opinion. If you hear this, a great natural response is curiosity. You could say, "Oh, really? I didn't even notice anything new." Or you can relate to the confusion by saying, "Yeah, they keep adding items. It's hard to keep track." Finally, once you have your drink, or as you are waiting for it, you can compliment the establishment. They make the best latte in town. This is a positive statement that is easy to agree with. If you agree, just say, "I agree. Their coffee is really great." If you want to add a bit more personality, you can compare it to others. "Yeah, I've tried other places, but this one is my favorite." We leave the warmth of the cafe and step outside. The air has changed. Maybe the sky is turned gray. Weather is the universal icebreaker because it affects us all equally. If the temperature has dropped, someone might comment, "Weather changed so fast today." This is your cue to share your experience. You could reply, "Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to get cold." Or perhaps, "I know, it was sunny an hour ago." When the clouds look dark, a common observation is, "Looks like it might rain." You want to match their tone here. A good response is simply confirming the visual. "Yeah, the clouds look pretty heavy." Or you can share a personal worry, like, "I hope not. I didn't bring an umbrella." Sometimes the weather is just erratic. If someone says, "This weather is so unpredictable," you can use a common English phrase of agreement. "Tell me about it. It changes every hour." Or relate it to your clothing choice. It's hard to know what to wear these days. And on those rare, perfect days, or even on cold days that feel cozy, someone might say, "Perfect day for a hot drink." You can enthusiastically agree. Definitely. Days like this make hot drinks feel extra nice. Now we arrive at the building. We walk into the lobby and press the button. The elevator is a classic place for awkward silence, but it doesn't have to be. You're standing with strangers or colleagues. The simplest opener is confirming the destination. Heading up? If someone asks you this, you can build the connection by sharing your floor. "Yeah, going to the 4th floor. You too?" Or simply, "Sure, starting the day upstairs." We all know elevators can be slow. If the person next to you sighs and says, "These elevators are always slow," they're venting frustration. You can validate that by saying, "Yeah, they take forever sometimes." Or you can make a joke about the building's age. "True, I think they're older than the building." If it's morning, you might hear a colleague say, "Busy morning in the office?" This is a check-in. They're asking how you're doing without asking directly. You can respond with your workload. "A little. I have a few meetings today. What about you?" Or you can play it cool. "Yep, it's one of those days."
The doors open and we step into the bright office hallway. People are passing by quickly. This is where stop and chat moments happen. A colleague might stop you and say, "Haven't seen you around lately." This usually means they miss seeing you or noticed your absence. A professional yet friendly response would be, "Yeah, I've been busy with different projects." Or if you have physically moved locations, "True, I've been moving between offices." Sometimes the office feels empty. If someone notes, "The hallway is so quiet today," you can speculate on the reason. Yeah, maybe everyone is in meetings, or simply agree with the atmosphere. True, it feels unusually empty. After a meeting ends, there's often a sense of relief. As everyone stands up and stretches, a colleague might say, "That meeting went faster than I expected." If you agree, say, "Yeah, I thought it would take much longer." Or simply, "True, it was surprisingly quick today." And finally, getting to a decision is always a relief. If someone says, "I'm glad we finally made a decision," show your support. "Yeah, it took a while, but we got there." Or validate the outcome. Same here, it makes everything clearer now. It is finally midday. We head to a nearby cafe for lunch. It's loud, warm, and full of conversation. You are standing in line with a coworker, looking at the menu board. Your colleague might say, "Everything looks good today." This is a classic dilemma of choice. You can bond over the indecision. "Yeah, I can't decide what to order." Or compliment the food in general. "I know, everything looks delicious." You might ask for a recommendation or ask about something new. "Have you tried their new sandwich?" If they haven't, they might say, "Not yet, is it good?" If they have, they might tell you, "Yes, I had it last week, it's really nice." Once you have your food, looking for a seat can be a challenge. If you say, "This place is always packed at lunch," your friend might agree, "Yeah, everyone seems to come here." Or, "True, it's a popular spot." And sometimes you have to ask a stranger to share a table. If someone approaches you and asks, "Mind if I sit here?" the polite and welcoming response is, "Not at all, please go ahead." Or, "Sure, no problem, there's space." We've walked through cafes, weathered the cold, survived the elevator, navigated the office, and enjoyed lunch. You didn't just learn phrases today. You learned how to flow through your day with confidence. Remember, small talk isn't about transferring information. It's about sharing a feeling or a moment with another human being. Keep practicing these scenarios. Visualize yourself in the coffee shop or the hallway. The more you believe in your voice, the easier this becomes. If you found this walkthrough helpful and want to master more daily interactions, please hit that like button. It really helps the video reach more people. And don't forget to subscribe to English Glow for more lessons that make your English shine. Keep speaking, keep believing in yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.